The top 10 family-friendly Halloween flicks you need to rewatch this year. Number 10. Scooby-Doo, 2002. After Mystery Inc. breaks up over egos and frustrations, the gang reunites 2 years later on Spooky Island, a horror-themed resort where party-crazed teens leave acting strangely robotic. Fred's now a vain author, Velma's a NASA scientist, Daphne's a martial artist, and Shaggy's smitten with a girl allergic to dogs, while Scooby just wants to eat burgers. Their reluctant investigation uncovers a brainwashing cult and real demons plotting a world takeover, leading to slapstick chaos, spooky hijinks, and some surprisingly heartfelt teamwork. Number 9. Casper. The lonely ghost Casper haunts Whipstaff Manor, where treasure-seeking heiress Kerrigan and her scheming attorney Dibbs arrive, intent on finding hidden riches. Their attempts to rid the manor of ghosts fails, leading them to hire James Harvey, a ghost therapist, and his daughter Kat. Casper, eager for friendship, bonds with Kat while his mischievous uncles cause chaos. As Kat helps Casper recover memories of his past life, they discover his father's unfinished resurrection machine and attempt to bring him back to life. Meanwhile, Kerrigan and Dibbs pursue the treasure, but Casper and Kat outsmart them, ensuring Kerrigan's unwanted passing to the afterlife. In the climax, Casper sacrifices his chance at life to save Harvey using the machine, but is temporarily returned to human form by Kat's mother's angelic intervention, allowing him and Kat to share a magical dance. Ultimately, Casper remains a ghost, but friendship, love, and family triumph as the manor celebrates with a Halloween party. Number 8. Hotel Transylvania. Dracula runs a lavish hotel designed to shelter monsters from humans and protect his daughter Mavis from the outside world. On her 118th birthday, Dracula's elaborate scheme to show her humans are dangerous is accidentally disrupted when a young traveler, Jonathan, wanders into the hotel. Mistaken for a monster, Jonathan charms the guests and Mavis, bringing energy and fun to the otherwise controlled environment. As Mavis and Jonathan grow close, Dracula's attempts to keep them apart, including hiding Jonathan, conjuring a fake village, and confronting a suspicious chef, spiral into chaos, revealing the extent of his overprotectiveness. When Mavis discovers she has been manipulated, she lashes out, and Jonathan leaves to protect her from further harm. Realizing his mistakes, Dracula bravely ventures into daylight and even commandeers a plane to reunite the young couple. By the end, Dracula accepts Mavis's choice, gives his blessing to her relationship with Jonathan, and the hotel celebrates her newfound independence and happiness, uniting monsters and humans in a joyful embrace. Number 7. Coco. 12-year-old Miguel dreams of becoming a musician, even though his family in Santa Cecilia, Mexico, has banned music ever since his great-great-grandfather abandoned them to pursue fame. On Dia de los Muertos, Miguel discovers a torn photo on the family's ofrenda that seems to link his ancestry to the legendary singer Ernesto de la Cruz. Believing Ernesto is his ancestor, Miguel steals the musician's guitar to perform, only to find himself transported to the dazzling land of the dead, where he meets his long-departed relatives. To return home before sunrise, Miguel must receive a family blessing, but when his great-great-grandmother, Imelda, insists he give up music, he runs off to seek Ernesto's help. Along the way, Miguel befriends a kind-hearted trickster named Hector, who just wants his photo returned to the living world so his daughter won't forget him. Miguel's journey uncovers the heartbreaking truth. Ernesto poisoned Hector and stole his songs to achieve fame. With help from his ancestors, Miguel exposes Ernesto and restores Hector's memory by playing Remember Me for the elderly Coco, who recalls her father and reunites the family through love and music. By the end, the Rivera family embraces both their musical heritage and their ancestors, celebrating that remembrance keeps loved ones truly alive. Number 6. Ernest Scared Stupid. Lovable dimwit Ernest P. Worrell accidentally unleashes an ancient evil troll named Trantor, who once terrorized the town of Briarville, Missouri, by turning children into wooden dolls. Bound by a centuries-old curse tied to his own ancestor, Ernest learns too late that only a Worrell could free the creature, and, true to prophecy, he does just that while building a treehouse with local kids. As Trantor captures children one by one to regain his power, Ernest's frantic attempts to stop him with troll traps, bumbling inventions, and plenty of slapstick chaos are met with disbelief from the townsfolk. With help from eccentric old lady Hackmore and the brave kids, Ernest discovers the troll's weakness isn't weapons or milk, it's love. In the hilariously heartfelt finale, he defeats Trantor with a big, snotty hug, restoring the children and saving the town. Equal parts spooky and silly, Ernest Scared Stupid delivers gooey Halloween fun with just enough heart to make its bumbling hero unforgettable. Number 5. Beetlejuice, 1988. A sweet small-town couple, Barbara and Adam, die in a car accident and find themselves trapped as ghosts, haunting their own beloved home. When a pretentious New York family, the Dietzes, moves in and begins transforming their cozy Victorian house into a modern art nightmare, Adam and Barbara try everything to scare them away, only to fail spectacularly. Their attempts to bio-exorcise the living lead them to accidentally summon the unhinged and wildly inappropriate ghost for hire, Beetlejuice, whose chaotic antics quickly spiral out of control. Meanwhile, the couple befriends Lydia, the Dietzes' lonely goth daughter, who can actually see them. As Beetlejuice grows more dangerous, culminating in a disastrous undead wedding, the living and the dead must unite to send him back where he came from. Blending Tim Burton's signature gothic whimsy with dark humor and striking visuals, Beetlejuice is a delightfully twisted tale about life, death, and the strange comfort of finding family in the afterlife. Number 4. Ghostbusters, 1984. 3 eccentric scientists, Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, and Egon Spengler, lose their university funding and decide to go into business as professional ghost catchers in New York City. Armed with unlicensed nuclear packs and boundless sarcasm, they set up shop in an old firehouse and become overnight celebrities after trapping their first ghost, the gluttonous Slimer. But when classical musician Dana Barrett discovers her apartment is haunted by a demonic entity named Zool, the team uncovers a bigger threat, the return of Gozer the Gozerian, an ancient god bent on destroying the world. With the city overrun by ghosts, an EPA bureaucrat making everything worse, and a giant Stay-Puft Marshmallow Man stomping through Manhattan, the Ghostbusters must cross their proton streams in order to save New York. Equal parts horror, comedy, and 80s charm, Ghostbusters blends swift wit, supernatural spectacle, and deadpan humor into one of the most iconic spooky comedies of all time. Number 3. The Addams Family, 1991. Gomez Addams mourns the 25-year disappearance of his beloved but estranged brother, Fester, when a shady lawyer and a conniving loan shark realize her son Gordon looks just like the missing Fester. They send him to impersonate Fester and infiltrate the Addams mansion in order to steal the family fortune. But amid seances, booby-trapped vaults, and graveyard swordplay, Fester begins to genuinely bond with the delightfully macabre Addams clan, especially Morticia and the eerie children, Wednesday and Pugsley. What begins as a con turns into a darkly funny, gothic romp about family, loyalty, and embracing one's weirdness. With morbid wit, gleeful absurdity, and a surprisingly warm heart, the Addams Family turns its creepy, kooky charm into a story about belonging, even if it takes a few electric shocks and open graves to get there. Number 2. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town, grows weary of the same spooky routine and stumbles upon Christmas Town, a dazzling new world of warmth, joy, and color that fills him with wonder. Determined to bring this new holiday spirit home, Jack decides that Halloween Town will take over Christmas, assigning his creepy citizens festive tasks they hilariously misunderstand. When his scary gifts terrify the human world and Santa Claus is kidnapped by the villainous Oogie Boogie. After his disastrous Christmas flight and a humbling crash landing, Jack realizes that he belongs in Halloween Town after all. In a climactic rescue, he defeats Oogie, saves Santa and Sally, and learns to embrace his true self, while finally discovering love with Sally. A darkly whimsical blend of gothic fantasy, offbeat humor, and heartfelt charm, the film celebrates individuality, redemption, and the strange beauty of being different. Number 1. Hocus Pocus. That's the first one, everybody, from 1999. Not, I repeat, not the second one. The second one never happened as far as I'm concerned. This one shouldn't surprise anybody. 3 wicked witches, the Sanderson sisters, are brought back to life by magic. They can only stay alive by slurping the life essence of young children. Unfortunately for the witch sisters, they are opposed by regular new kid on the block teenager Max, his she's too good for him crush, and Max's little sister. What follows is pure hilarity. Honestly, there's never a dull moment. It was fun, it kept up a certain energy all the way through, and all the characters are brought to life by actors and actresses that lend a unique feeling to their part. Even the teacher at Max's school did a great job. And the best thing about Hocus Pocus, no politics, no pandering, no confusion about who the bad guys are. They just had a good time telling a goofy story, not like a certain sequel that I insist didn't happen and that we are all trying to forget, as well as Beetlejuice 2 and everything Addams Family after 1991, not to mention the Ghostbusters disaster of 2016. The only likable character in that movie was Chris Hemsworth, and he didn't even play a Ghostbuster. Actually, if you want to have a really good time, just go back and watch all the Simpsons Halloween specials. Any of them up to about season 11 are pretty good. Anyway, happy Halloween, everybody. And remember,
Full moon outside. The weirdos are out. Weirdos. Weirdos.
well, would you looky here? It looks like the ghoulish creature Smeagol has something to say.
I'll put a spell on you, and now you want to watch the video on the left. Yes, that's the one. And then you'll want to subscribe to the Hauntingly Precious channel on the right. You know, the one that spoils all your favorite movies, but in a good way. A precious way. Subscribe and always come back. What? Subscribe and always come back. Yes, precious. No need for yelling.